Hey there, movie lovers! My name is Kostas, and welcome to Film Finder, your new recommendation destination. Our goal here is simple. We will be talking about an old and new film each episode and give you our honest opinion on each of them. Our hopes are that you'll be inspired to give these movies a shot and build your own opinions. So, let's get started. Now, this first film is no longer a new release, but it is still new and very much fresh in the minds of young superhero fans. Krypto, the super dog, is Superman's furry best friend. The two are inseparable as they share the same power and fight crime side by side in Metropolis. However, when the Man of Steel and the rest of the Justice League are kidnapped, Krypto must convince a ragtag group of animals to master their own newfound super abilities for a rescue mission. Do not be put off by the animation and very kiddie aesthetic. This film is a joy to all who watch it. The comedy in the film is top tier and hits both kids and adults right in that sweet spot. Adults will especially enjoy Myrtin, the turtle, as she actively swears out of nowhere multiple times throughout the film. Don't worry, it's censored, but you still know exactly what the turtle just said. Side characters such as Batman and Whiskers the cat also led our team to laugh hysterically. Seriously though, that cat is insane. The cast is filled with great talent and everyone makes the most of their roles. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson plays the role of Krypto surprisingly well, and Kevin Hart ditches his quirkier roles into a more grounded and gruff Ace the Bat Hound. The backstories for our characters are very detailed, and one in particular will hit you right in the feels, assuming you have a sweet spot for animals, but I mean, who doesn't? Do not worry, you do not need to be a superhero or DC fan to enjoy this film, though it is an added bonus if you get the small references to the comics and other DC films. We cannot say that this film is an artesian work or even the best kids film ever, but it is very much a pleasure to watch regardless of age. Overall, this film is funnier than it needs to be and tells an excellent story with characters never before seen on film. We here at Film Finder give this film a 8.5 out of 10. Don't forget to give your pets a pat on the head, for you never know when they will save the day from an evil hamster.
Hamster? A hamster is a hacky sack!
Now, we started today with a new kids film, but now let's get back to a film that Generation Alpha considers to be a classic, even though it came out in 2011, which shocked all of us here. Our staff member Emma asked us to review her favorite film this episode, so without further ado, let's talk about Walt Disney Studios' Tangled. This movie revamps the classic German tale of Rapunzel, a beautiful princess who has spent her entire life in a tower after being kidnapped as a baby by an old hag. Her magical long hair has the power to provide eternal youth, and the evil Gothel uses this power to keep her young. At the age of 18, Rapunzel becomes curious about the outside world, and when a handsome bandit uses her tower as a refuge, she asks him to help her escape. Together, they go on an adventure filled with humor, action, pretty lanterns, and a horse that acts like a dog. You have to appreciate how Disney has taken such a classic role and given it some more pep to make a lovable film. While current Disney is quick to push movies these days, you can really tell that they took their time in the creation of Tangled. Rapunzel's hair has such detail to it, and the reflections and world textures have such a very real quality to them, and it makes the world all the more pretty to see. The lantern scene is by far the most visually stunning to watch. The storyline is wonderful and definitely makes the original team seem boring by comparison. The music has its pros and cons, but overall, the songs are pretty memorable. All of the characters are well defined, and Maximus is a whole nother mood. Tangled is a wonderful tale and an excellent film that is always a pleasure to watch. Our team at Film Finder give Tangled an 8 out of 10. It does its job to reinvent the Rapunzel story in a much more entertaining way. The only real downside is that Disney has taken more priority with the Frozen IP over the Tangled. Alrighty everyone, now it's time for the Movie Check, our quick trivia for true fans of cinema. In League of Superpets, we are given a star-studded cast with such well-known actors, but can you guess who was included in the roster? In the film, which well-known actor is the voice of Batman? You have 20 seconds to answer, starting now. And time's up. The answer is D, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, Canadian sweetheart Keanu is the voice of the brooding Dark Knight. 2 new Batmans in 1 year and both from a different country? Yeah, we're pretty sure that's a record right there. With that, we conclude this episode of Film Finder. We hope you enjoyed your time with us today, and we will see you all soon with some new movies to add to your ever-growing watch list. Have a good one, folks. All right, we back? All right, wait.